Okay, this is how to change the water outlet housing on a 2009 Ford Focus SE, which will be right there. It's kind of dark, but gotta take the battery out, take all this out, mass airflow sensor, the filter cover and all that stuff. And if we go underneath the car, you're going to want to drain the coolant. So this is the passenger side, or driver's side, I mean. So there's the driver's side tire. And what I did is I took the hose and I just stuck it right to that. So all we got to do is get a bucket and then turn that open, and then we can get the coolant out. And then we can proceed with changing that water outlet housing. Now it just turns off. That way you can get to the nut. Okay guys, when I was filming, part of one of my video clips became corrupted. Of course, it was the part taking this out and the battery compartment and the wires. That's just how it goes sometimes. So I just got to give you a brief overhaul of what I did here. This has 3 clips. There's one there, there's one there, and one there. You just push them all back. You can take that off. You unscrew that. That comes out. This right here, this clamp, all you do is move this. If I can get to it, show you here. Move that back and you can pull that up. And then you can take that all out. And then the compartment that holds the filter, the air filter, there's a screw there, there's a screw there, and there's a screw there. You're going to need 7, 8, 10, I believe 13, 15, and 5/16 for your socket sizes. They're all going to be hexagonal, 6-sided. You're going to have to take this off. Right down there, there's a red ring. All you do is push down on it with a flat tip. And when you push down on it with the flat tip, you just pull this up and that'll come right out. When you go to put it back together, just stick it in, it locks itself. These 2 right here, you can take, they're held in by that. All you do is push them out. These have clips on the, if I can get my camera in there. Yeah. These have clips right here. All you do is press them up, and then you should be able to pull this out. Pull them both out. And then there's a plate down there. As you can see, it's been a week now. It's all dry now, so it's not leaking anymore. So you want to take that bolt, and then one's concealed by the wires, but there's a 3rd bolt in there. You're also going to want to unplug this before you take this off. This computer module, piece of cake, it's only got 2 bolts that hold it. I think the ones down there, the ones up there, might be 3 bolts. I'm going off memory here. Might be down there. Just take them off. This comes out. Now the battery holder, you're going to have to take this out. That holds the battery. That has 3 bolts. So you want to take them 3 bolts out. Camera shut off there. Must have exceeded its limit. There she goes. Oh. Still not enough to turn it. Okay, that's for a computer. So there's a 1/2 inch. There we go. Okay, the only thing holding it on now is the wires, the data cables, whatever you want to call it. So, flip these that way, come right off. There's that one. There's number 2. Try that a little bit. There's number 3. Okay, this comes out now. This is the front. As you can see, it's just held on by that bolt and that bolt. You don't have to worry about this. I thought I had to take this off, but you don't. So just this and that. Ooh. See if I can come around to this side. I don't know if there's anywhere I can stick this so you can see what's going on. Gotta get real creative with these camera things. So there's a little holder here holding this in. I'll pry that up. Hopefully without damaging the holder too much. There's a shot. Oh, pain in the butt to get out. I'm gonna move this out of my way. That's stuck there. got that off. So this goes, you can see how it clips on, it just snaps and falls down into place. So just pry up lifting that up. You can see how that falls into place on that. Let me change my camera angle. And that came off of this. This was plugged into there. I'll just stick that right here. These kind of connectors. These, I hate those. Put that to the side. This one can go over here. And then this one is plugged in right there. What's holding it on? Some kind of funky rubber clamp. Alright, well, at least it pushes out. Not exactly sure where to lay this yet to be out of my way. Okay, so we're getting in there. Pull the camera up here. You can see the hose now. You can see the leaky stuff. See those two silver clamps? They're connected to the part we're replacing, so got to get that off. This guy got that disconnected, so I think I'm going to want to get this out of the way. Push that off. That's holding that. This is clipped onto there. All right. So this is held in again with a clip that was like that. Let's get kind of dark. That right there. That's what holds that in place. And we got this off, and so now I got to get that one off right there. Trying to put my light in the spot where it'll work, where we can get some light on it. I want a little more room. So I don't damage this stuff. I'll pull that off. That just goes to my spark plug. I don't want to damage any wires in here. Just trying to pry that out. Probably gonna have to disconnect these. These look easy. Hopefully I just didn't jinx myself. Get kind of slippery. Looks like you just press down on the top of that and it should pop out. Unless it pops up. Lighting on that. Okay, it pops up. Of course, it wouldn't make sense to have one that pushes down. If I can get it up over that thing. This is the fun of working on cars. There we go. It's so slippery. It's got all that coolant residue on it and all my gloves. The other one's going to be even more fun. The reason I'm taking these off is because this is all connected to a plate which sits on top of the part. I think what I'm going to do is mark them just in case. Just so I connect the right two back together again. Because they're pretty close together. Get you, stay out of my way. I think I got it. So slippery. Well, oh, yikes. I think I'm going to have to take that battery holder out too. Just to get in there. Isn't that grand? It's already rusted too. See what size they are. Okay, what I did, I have one of these little crowbar things. And all I did was put it, see if I can show you here. All I did was stick it right in there and I pushed it out that way while I was holding that clamp as tight as I could to make that hose clamp as loose as possible. And that seemed to do the trick right away. Okay. Now, I'll move this up over here. And we'll see if we can get that bolt there in the back. I can tell you one thing, getting it off is one thing, but getting it back on is going to be a hoot. Reach my hand in there and see if I can feel it. And I hope that's it. You gotta be kidding me. Well, in order for me to reach that, it's looking like I'm gonna have to take this battery compartment holder off. Not what I was hoping to do. Move this over here. See if this comes off. Okay, I got it out. Them nuts comes out with a 13 millimeter bolt. Well, 13 millimeter socket. So now that that's out of the way, get a clearer picture in there. As you can see, there's my other bolt. I got to get off. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I'd point at it, but I'm holding the camera and the flashlight. But should be a little easier to reach that bolt now. All right, so I got my socket in there. I think it's a 5/16 socket I'm using. Alright, I gotta pull this out. It's starting to run out of space. And if I can feel it. There you go. There's your first bolt. I'll try to get, my logic is try to get the hardest bolt out first. That way, if you can't get it out, then you didn't waste your time taking all the other bolts out. Shine a light on this thing, see if I can see the correct size. I'm pretty sure it's hard to read these little silver indents for the size of the. It's 5/16. That's what it says. Just turn it by hand. Alright, that's laying in there. Definitely don't want to lose that. Okay, I got that. I'd rather get that bottom bolt first. Got it loose enough. Let's see if I can reach it with my hand. Actually, that one's going to be a little troublesome to get back in there. Let's get this bolt out of there. So I'll take this top one out too. Maybe I can spin this a little bit. Get in there with my hand to get that. Still gotta spin it some more. There we go. Alright, now to get that bottom bolt again. Alright, I feel it's loose. Oh boy, don't drop it. That's right, I forgot I got a bottom hose on this part. Okay, we got that. How much play I have here. As you can see, it has a bottom hose. So we're gonna have fun getting that off. I have to get my tool out here again. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I got this tool. It would have been a pain in the butt trying to do this shit with pliers. Just because of the space. Get some light on it. Kind of see what I'm doing. There. Maybe you'll be able to see it. Got it on there. I'm squeezing it. That hose is going to be fun to get back on. Alright. Try my little trick here. See if this will work just as good as it did last time. I'm using that to push it. Ah, joy. This hose will go down there. Oh. Oh, look what popped out. This popped out. You can see it's broken. That was the old seal. You can see the crack in it. That's why it was leaking all over the place. Just want to be able to position this so I can get. What a hell of a place to put a freaking hose, man. I tell you, Ford. Never buy another Ford again. This ain't my Ford, by the way. Alright, see if I can loosen that. Get pliers in there and loosen that. Hate doing it, but looks like you gotta break that seal. Alright, I think we got it. We got it. There's our part. Oh, you can see the... Let me compare it to the other part. I'm holding them exactly the same way. See that? That one's missing a big chunk of gasket or plastic. That's plastic it's missing. That one has the plastic there. Now we gotta clean the surface off right there. I'll take a little WD-40 and some sandpaper to it. And I'll make sure there ain't no more gaskets in there. I don't see no other gasket. So. I did want to show this to you. It recommends this gasket, but I don't see a gasket on there, so I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to take it back to AutoZone. There's a better angle of it. You can see the plastic part that broke out. So I looked through there. I didn't... that plastic part's probably somewhere in her engine somewhere. So next, what we're going to want to do is clean that surface. I'll probably use like 1000 grit sandpaper and WD-40. Okay, so what we're going to do is clean that off. Forgot I had this Scotch Brite. They work pretty good too. Let me see what I feel in there and see if I can actually feel that plastic piece. I don't feel it. Just wonder if I get lucky. Okay. Clean it off a little bit. See this part on the new part? This hole? It's threaded. It comes with a cap. I guess some models take a certain hose or something in there, but this one doesn't. So I'm gonna put the seal on that, and then it comes with a little O-ring, and then you just screw it in to here. I might have to do it out of camera here so I can see. And that's what it should look like when you get the O-ring on it. Put it all the way back as far as it'll go. And just screw it in with a flat tip. That's pretty tight. I'm going to take this like this, since this hose is upside down. Try to get it on there. It's pretty much the angle I took it off at. You want to get that hose as far up as you can. See how well that looks. Looks like I got it up pretty far. Take this. We gotta pull this clamp up. Get it back at that same spot. That's why I said this is gonna be a fun part. I guess if you sprayed it with a little something, you could get it to go slide easier. Alright, this looks like it's in position. So I'll release that. And release that, and that comes right off. Hopefully that was the hard one to get on. Now I just gotta find the other hose where that went. So let me get this in there. I want to feel, make sure that that's still in there. All right. I'm gonna try this, see if it sticks better. That gives me a fighting chance to get that in there without this falling somewhere. Okay, we got that in there. Still fell. It's definitely good to have one of these long extension magnets. All right. All right. Getting these bolts started, so it'll be a little easier. Get that last bolt in. That's gonna be fun. I might have to obstruct the view here so I can see where I'm going. Oh yeah. Oops. See if I can get this in here. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. Came off. Need a shorter extension. That'll make it a lot easier. Let's see what we can do with this. That damn one darn freaking hose. Can't freaking budge it either. There we go. Got the light now in position. Oh boy. Came off again. Oh, fuck. As you can see, it's being a pain in the butt to get to that last bolt. Because these wires and cables do not want to cooperate. My socket keeps getting hung up on them. Try something longer actually. Let's see if I can get it in there. It keeps sitting on top of that damn wire. Okay, I'm barely on the bolt, but it's spinning it. I wonder if I can disconnect that. Might be able to. Hold on. Alright, that really didn't help it. Okay, I'm gonna have to move my camera, and it's in my way to get in there to get the angle I need on that nut, that bolt. Okay, you're gonna want a short socket setup. You need an extension, but you want to get in there like this with it. It's barely just enough room to get in there and get on that bolt. So something like that is what you want. Looks about 8 inches, I would say, maybe 6 to 8 inches. Now for the second hard part, get this hose back on. Okay, well, it slid on pretty easy. Let's see if we can get this to clamp on it. I'll have to come up around the back again with it. Get this out of my way. This will have to be at an angle. Get some fire so I can see what's going on. Oh, that's not good. Looks like this thing's had it. I'll pull that off. I'm gonna have to use a regular old hose clamp to get that. Okay, get that on there. Ways to go yet. tight enough to hold that. That's right. I gotta get that plugged back on. All right, gonna have to move my camera again because I gotta get that battery box back in, and then that computer, so I can get that bottom computer cable in first before I put that hose on. That one, that's the second one. Got that in. It's 13mm. Last one in. this in first. Next, we want to get this computer back in. I would start this bolt here first. Pull this out a little bit. Let's see if I got the right socket on there. Yeah. Line it up. Now it's lined up. Just a nut and a bolt. Sure that it's recording. And see if this is the right one. Yeah. A 1/2 inch socket. Okay, got that on. We got that.